Hello, I'm John Roy, and I'm with the United States Postal Service. And boys and girls, I'm here to read to you today a book called Jolly Postman. Once upon a bicycle, so they say, a jolly postman came one day from over the hills and far away with a letter for the three bears. Mr. and Miss Bear, Three Bears Cottage, the woods. Let's see what Mr. and Miss Bear got in the mail. Dear Mr. and Miss Bear and Baby Bear, I am very sorry indeed that I came into your house and ate Baby Bear's porridge. Mommy says I am a bad girl. I can hardly eat any porridge when she cooks it, she says. Daddy says he will mend the little chair. Love from Goldilocks. P.S. Baby Bear can come to my party if he likes. There will be 3 kinds of jelly and a magician. So the bears read the letter, except Baby Bear. The postman drank his tea, and what happened next we'll very soon see. Off went the postman toodaloo, in his uniform of post office blue, to a gingerbread cottage and garage too, with a letter for the wicked witch. Uh-oh. Open now, don't delay, this could be your lucky day. Free witch watch with every order. Let's see what the Wicked Witch got. Oh, me. Hobgoblin Supplies, Ltd. Everything for the modern witch delivered to your door, den covens provided for. These are just a few examples from enchanting stock. For further details, call 1-800-555-TOAD, T-O-A-D. No bad spells, please. That was different. So the rich read the letter with a cackle of glee, while the postman read the paper but left his tea. It was green. Soon the jolly postman, we hear tell, stopped at a door with a giant bell, and a giant bell bottle of milk as well, with a postcard for guess who. I bet you it's Jack and the Beanstalk. Mr. V. Big, Mile High House, Beanstalk Gardens. Let's see what Jack wrote to the Jolly Green Giant. Oh, he sent him a postcard. The postcard reads, Dear Giant Big, having a nice time, me, my mom, and your hen what lays the golden eggs. It's better than traveler's checks. Saw a bloke as we was flying down, he was bigger than you. I've took note of his address. Take care of yourself and your talking harp. I'll be back for that one of these days. I shouldn't wonder. Bye for now, your very little pal, Jack. So the giant read the postcard with baby on his knee, and the postman wet his whistle with a thimbleful of tea. Once more on his bicycle the postman rode to a beautiful palace, so we've been told, where nightingales sing, and a sign said so, with a letter for Cinderella. There's a surprise. H.R.H. Cinderella, the Palace, Half Kingdom Road. Now let's see what Cinderella got. Dear Princess, we at the Piper Press hope soon to publish a little book for younger readers in celebration of your recent marriage to H.R.H. Prince Charming. A copy of this book is enclosed for your approval. We trust this somewhat shortened version of your Highness's most marvelous tale will not displease you. We also trust that you will be comfortable in your new home and live happily ever after. Your humble servant and loyal subject to be, Peter Piper, Managing Director. The Story of a Fairy Tale Princess. There was once a young woman named Cinderella who had a cruel stepmother, 2 cruel and ugly stepsisters, a father who was not around much. One day the postman arrived with an invitation to the royal ball. The stepmother and the sisters got dressed in their finery and departed almost at once. Leaving Cinderella alone, she couldn't go to the ball. She had nothing to wear and no transportation. Luckily, at that moment, Cinderella's fairy godmother dropped in. Finding Cinderella in tears, she worked her magic and sent her off to the ball in a beautiful gown and a golden coach. But be back by 12, she said. The magic stops at midnight. So Cinderella went to the ball and had a marvelous time. She ate lots of little sausages on sticks and danced constantly with the prince, who obviously admired her. Then just when things were going well, the clock struck 12, and Cinderella had to run for it. The prince was inconsolable until, that is, he found one of Cinderella's glass slippers, which cheered him up. The next day he went looking for a young woman whose foot would fit the slipper, meaning to marry her if she'd have him. All the women in the town, young and old, and even the ugly sisters tried on the slipper, but without success. Then finally Cinderella tried it on, and it fit, of course, and that was that. A few days later, Cinderella and the prince were married. Telegrams of congratulations arrived from every corner of the kingdom, and the newspapers were full of the event. Fairy Tale Princess, the headlines proclaim, which on this occasion, it must be said, was really no exaggeration at all. The end. A story of magic and romance, glass slippers, and little sausages on sticks. The best happy ever after tale of all. That's a pretty neat little short book on Cinderella. So the Jolly Postman continues. So Cinders read her little book. The postman drank champagne, then wobbled off on his round again, and again, and again. Oops. Later on, the postman, feeling hot, came upon a grandma in a shady spot. But Grandma, what big teeth you've got. Besides, this is a letter for, B.B. Wolf, Esquire, care of Grandma's College, Horner's Corner, urgent. Let's see what letter the big bad wolf got. Dear Mr. Wolf, we are writing to you on behalf of our client, Miss Riding Hood, concerning your grandma. Miss Hood tells us that you are presently occupying her grandma's cottage and wearing her grandma's clothes without this lady's permission. Please understand that if this harassment does not cease, we will call in the official woodcutter, and if necessary, all the king's horses and all the king's men. On a separate matter, we must inform you that Messrs. Three Little Pigs Ltd. are now firmly resolved to sue for damages. Your offer of shares in a turnip or apple picking business is declined, and all of this huffing and puffing will get you nowheres. Yours sincerely, Harold Meany. Think the big bad wolf might be in trouble. So Grandma read the letter and poured the tea, which the not-so-jolly postman drank nervously. Now the Jolly Postman, nearly done, so is the story, came to a house where a party had begun. On the step was a bear with a bun, but the letter was for Goldilocks. To Goldilocks, 24 Blackbird Road, Banbury Cross. Let's see what letter. Oh, me. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Carry it in on a beautiful plate and light up the candles. Today I am 8. To Goldilocks, with love from Miss Button and Baby. So Goldilocks put the money in the pocket of her dress, asked the postman to her party, and of course he answered yes. Once upon a bicycle, so they say, a jolly postman came one day from over the hills and far away, and went home in the evening for tea. The end. Thank you for listening.